the failed coup attempt in July 2016, the Turkish government launched a massive crackdown on coup suspects. They included members of the army, police forces, judiciary, and education. But there was one main suspect. Turkey believes Fethullah Gulen, the Muslim cleric in self-exile in Pennsylvania, is behind the failed coup attempt. Yet despite repeated calls by the Turkish government, the U.S. has so far declined to extradite him. U.S. leaders have argued the extradition is in the hands of legal courts. This has been one of the main reasons relations have been strained with Washington. Nevertheless, during his recent visit to Turkey, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson honored the victims of the coup.
It was on that day that the Turkish people exercised their rights under the Turkish Constitution, defended their place in a prosperous Turkey, and we remember those who were injured or died in that event.
Tillerson also stressed that ties were on the mend. But it's not only the U.S. that Turkey has had trouble with. Following the coup, Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan stated Ankara did not receive the show of solidarity it expected from EU countries. EU leaders have criticized the Turkish government for the scope of the crackdown, as well as violations of human rights, and have even called on a vote to suspend Turkey's EU accession talks. Several European countries have also banned Turkish officials from rallying in their countries.
If nations that traditionally have stood by Turkey and believe that Turkey's place is with the EU have started to take a stand against Turkey, this shows it's time for Turkey to self-reflect.
However, several EU countries like Germany and Greece have granted asylum to some coup suspects, which has infuriated Ankara.
The West doesn't perceive the criminal aspect of this issue. They see the asylum seekers as political refugees. They need to be reminded that there was a coup attempt and many people lost their lives. There should be a criminal investigation.
The year following the coup attempt has been a difficult one for the Turkish government in terms of foreign relations. With deep differences still remaining between Turkey, the EU, and the US, it will certainly take a lot of time and effort to mend ties. Mihal Vardavid, CGTN, Istanbul.